All right. Hey, welcome everyone to week 2 of the 30-day Live Your Best Life program. And I'm just going to put everybody on gallery view. And Linda, if you're available to come on and just introduce yourself, just say, hi, I'm Linda. If you can't, it's okay. No, she's probably just, and there's somebody on as just an iPhone. I don't know who that is.
Hey, Suzanne, it's me. It's Charlotte. It's probably.
Hey.
Hi. I'm having a bad connection. We've been having some storms here, so
Okay.
I might lose you. Who knows?
Okay. Well, the recording will be available in the group, and if you have any questions, just post them there in the Facebook group underneath the video.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Um, and Debbie's here. She's eating dinner. Hi, Debbie.
Hi. I can hold on. I can put my video on for a minute.
Oh, there she is with her pretty hair. Yay. And Tiffany's here joining from her phone. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. All right, let's jump right in. So last week we talked about the habits that we know we need to do and the things we need to install. And what I really want to dive into tonight is how much the small actions really make a difference. So if you have been a little bit more aware since starting this program about the things that you're doing and the things that you're not doing, awesome. That's exactly what I had in mind. And these small little lessons that you're getting each day really help you, kind of just take a moment. It might only take you 5 minutes to read it, but it really helps you do these things to improve your life in a small, easily digestible way. And these small actions, I want to just say, add up to really big changes over time. And I'll explain it like my coach explained it to me. By making these small changes, imagine it's 1%. 1% each day. Well, by the end of a year, how many percent is that better than the year before? It's 300 and some percent better than the year before. And this has a compound effect when you're talking about health, wellness, mindset, sleeping, any of these things that we're talking about, putting yourself first, your self-care, your self-love, your self-confidence. Any of these things have a compound effect when we start practicing them on a daily basis. So we covered a lot last week, and this week I want to kind of show you how taking these small actions help you reach your health goals, and not just the health goals, not just the wellness goals, but what about a business goal? What about a goal to have a new relationship? What about a dream vacation or a pool in your backyard? When you chunk your time down and you really concentrate on the small steps, anything is possible. So really big goals, when you're talking about losing 100 pounds, or you're talking about reversing disease, or you're talking about starting a new business, it doesn't matter. These really big goals need to be broken down in smaller chunks. And that's what this program is actually doing. I don't know if you realize that or not, but it's super beneficial because first, it makes it seem less intimidating. Like Tiffany just said when we hopped on tonight, that digesting these things in small chunks as they become available in the members area helps it feel less overwhelming. And by being less overwhelming and less intimidating, it allows you to make progress, one, without sabotaging yourself, but it's also progress that builds upon the day before because it's allowed to sink in those small chunked bits. So chunking can be done numerous different ways. some people like to start at the end goal and work backwards. Some people like to write down the steps they need to achieve along the way. And sometimes that it doesn't really matter how you do it, just that you are doing it. And I had never really looked at planning something. We'll take business, for example, planning a business goal and then stepping my way back to where I am today, and what can I do today to get me closer to that. I wasn't as good that way as I was writing down the steps that I need to go forward. So it's whatever works for you. Sometimes breaking goals down in terms of time is really effective. How long will it take you to complete your goal? How long do you need to work on it each day? So I have a big task I'm working on, and I'm finding it difficult to find the time to work on it. So blocking out 20 minutes a day just to do that has been super helpful. And 20 minutes might not seem like a lot, but if you're doing it 7 days a week, 20 minutes, taking notes and writing in my journal about my future book, right? I'm not writing chapters, but it's concepts and things. And writing that down 20 minutes a day, wow, at the end of the week, that's a decent amount of time I've spent working on that goal. So how many things do you need to do on a regular basis if you hope to become better in this thing that you're working on, right? So how many different things do you need to work on? Let's make a list tonight. And if you look at your workbook, we're looking at exercise number 3. Small actions and tweaks add up to big change. So we're going to start with the yearly tasks that need to happen, and we're going to work our way back. I'm going to unmute everybody, and if anybody has any questions, just shout them out. If you're eating or your kids are crying in the background, just mute yourself right down at the bottom. But I want to give you guys a chance to talk. So you're going to start seeing larger steps first, right? So your yearly tasks, and I'm going to use Tiffany as an example. So her goal is to lose weight, get healthier, get more active. Plain and simple. So her yearly tasks are going to be what? Joining a gym, maybe getting some home workout equipment, maybe having an online workout membership. That's something that's yearly. Maybe finding a workout or a walking partner. But those yearly tasks, write them down under goal number 1. Now, monthly tasks, we'll take a business goal for that one. So for me, monthly tasks, and for somebody like Debbie, what are the things you need to do every month to make your business a success? You need to email your list. You need to stay on top of new leads. You need to email your existing customers. You need to maybe do one team training, one blog post, and schedule out your social media. So all of those things need to be done every month. Write those down.
That is true. Yeah. You're right. You hit on all of those. Except I don't do a blog and I don't schedule my social media.
Okay.
Those are the 2 things.
I just want to say, scheduling social media, oh my God, life-changing. Holy crap. I never believed how much time I was spending almost on a daily basis, Now I schedule my social media, and it's intentional social media. So whereas I used to post just to post something, let me hurry up and now it's planned and it's in sequence, and it is literally, the post on Monday through maybe the middle of the month is all leading to selling something on the 20th, and
Mm-hmm.
that's planned out every month. So for somebody like you, planning out the social media and scheduling it, taking one day a month and doing your social media for the month,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you,
Oh.
it'll change your life. And anybody who has to be online, I'm a firm believer in doing it the most efficient way possible. For me, it's going on Facebook as little as possible, and by using a scheduling platform that allows me to schedule on Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, and where else? Twitter is automatic. I go to that platform and schedule everything. So I don't get tripped up actually visiting LinkedIn or Facebook and down that rabbit hole of social media, and then I've lost 2 hours of work time.
Mm.
So it keeps me much more focused on what
Yeah.
I'm.
Okay. I'm going to try that.
Yeah, there's a couple new ones out. One that I absolutely love, it's called Pubblebox. I'll type it in the
Okay.
comments. Not many people have heard about it. The interesting thing is that it allows you to pull information. I don't know if you ever noticed on my business page, a lot of times I'll post an article from someone else that's kind of viral or kind of gotten a lot of likes and shares somewhere else. That helps drive engagement on my business page. So check it out. That's how I do it on Pubblebox. And if you want to talk more about that, let me know. This is
Okay.
coaching, but I could go on forever. All right. So after your monthly tasks, I want you to think about your weekly tasks. So it doesn't matter what your goals are. There are certain things that have to be done every week to move you closer to that goal. So whether it's healthy grocery shopping, meal planning, having your kitchen organized enough so that you can prepare those meals. And I know a big thing for me was my family doesn't quite eat as healthy as I do. I do make only one dinner for everybody, but I have to take into consideration, oh, well, I'm having a salad with some grilled chicken on it for dinner. They're going to need more than that. So I was feeling like I was cooking 2 separate meals until I decided to prep my food ahead of time. And then my meals are planned out, and then I just make them their meals, and I fit my food into what they're having. And that's been great rather than doing it the other way around. Then when you get down to the daily tasks, this is where the magic happens, because these are the small things. And these are typically where we get messed up. So yearly tasks, no problem. Monthly tasks, all right, I know what they are. Weekly, even not so bad. But it's the daily things, the things that we're supposed to be doing every day, that's what messes us up. So here's what I'm proposing. When you get to this daily section, let's get real and let's get honest. If you were to get up 20 minutes earlier than you did this morning, that would be enough time to do a 5-minute breathing meditation, enough to do a 5-minute stretch routine, and 5 minutes of writing your intention down for the day. So that's all within 20 minutes. So each and every one of you, whether you're listening to the replay on this or here with me live, how many of you could take that 20 minutes in the morning for yourself and feel better the rest of the day because you set that intention at the beginning of the day to take a different type of care of yourself. Yes, we still have to take care of other people. We still have a job to do. Many of us are working a job and trying to do our business or our side hustle or start another business on the side. So what are those daily things? If you could take 20 minutes and breathe and set your intention for the day, that today I am going to eat healthy. I am going to walk or exercise. I am going to be mindful about my kids. I'm going to call 5 people for my business, to whatever it is, by taking that time in the morning to decide, this is how I'm going to be today. This is how I'm going to show up. Amazing. I have a journal. It's sitting right here, dedicated to this exact thing. And I'll tell you what I wrote this morning. So, how did I want to show up today? I am loving, generous, and kind. I am prosperous, affluent, and secure. That's how I wanted to show up today. And my identity today was a vibrant athlete who shows up flexible, strong, and movable. At work, I am a focused exemplar, up-leveling, future casting my business. In the love department, I am moving from a me mentality, all about me, only thinking about me, taking care of me, to a we mentality, meaning that my husband and I are working harder and harder at becoming a team instead of 2 individuals who love each other. So every day I write in there how I want to show up for the day. And it's so much easier to show up as that person when you've set the intention in the morning. All right, so I'm going to open that up for questions, comments. Anybody have anything to say on doing the daily, monthly, weekly, yearly tasks? Tiffany? Deb?
I knew it. I was waiting. I'm like, who's gonna? No, I just think I need to start like really doing the daily task because when I started doing this and thinking about myself, I was in the military. So I think about when did I feel my best? And I guess being in the military, you're on, like, and I never thought about it this way, but I was in a routine. Like I had to be somewhere, I had to do it this way, but so I figured out that I work better when I have a structure. So for me, doing the daily, and I'll be honest, yearly tasks, yeah, but for me, I think the most important ones are daily tasks. And if I have it written in front of me and I have a plan for I definitely will accomplish more, instead of just saying, okay, this is what I want to do, like in my head, but seeing it and writing it down and talking to myself about it. I mean, it really does work a lot better for me.
Yeah. And I think, this isn't about being rigid and stuck to a schedule, because, that's why I work for myself, because I don't want to be rigid.
Yeah.
Stuck to a schedule. So it's not that every day I have to do my journaling and my intentions and my meditation in the morning. It's every morning, oh my God, how lucky am I that I get to do
right.
that in the morning.
Yeah.
Because I see, now that I've been doing it, my journal right now is 250 days. I just moved to a new 250 days straight, I've been journaling this way, doing a 20-minute meditation. And I'm not asking you to do 20 minutes. This is what works for me. 1 minute could work for you. 5 minutes could work for you. And it just has to be focused on your breath. That's
Right.
the goal. And as you grow, you'll want to do more. Maybe you won't. It doesn't matter. This is about, you don't have to be rigid, but coming up with that, what's your ideal day look like? Does it look like you get up an hour before your kids, have a cup of coffee, stretch, journal, breathe, and then they wake up with hugs and kisses and breakfast and
because those mornings, I mean, I'll be honest, I do not do that now.
Mm-hmm.
But am I going to start doing that? Yes, that's my goal, because right now, I mean, I get up before them to wake them up, but not enough time to get myself together. And I do realize my mood would be a lot better. See, I'm not a morning person either. So I'm sure there's other people that are not morning people. Like my husband can get up and his feet can hit the ground and he goes running. Me, I'm like, okay, I got to like wake up. I need coffee. I need to think, so that's, I'm definitely going to start doing that. And I think it would make me feel better, because I think that's what my problem is. I don't start my day off the right way. So I kind of feel crappy for the rest of the day.
Well, yeah, imagine, just go back to when you were a kid and you woke up late for the bus and your hair was a mess and you had something on that didn't match and you didn't eat breakfast and oh my God, the anxiety of a day like that. Well, we're doing that to ourselves. So when you instantly get up in the morning and it's somebody needs you, you're immediately not Tiffany anymore, you're mom. And somebody needs you, they want you, and then you're packing lunches and you're getting everybody out the door. Where's me in all of that? And then once everybody's gone, it's almost like your cortisol is elevated, your stress hormones are elevated because it was a rush around in the morning. And I remember the first couple years my son was in school, every morning felt like that.
Yeah, because too, and I think, because kids don't want to get up in the morning. I mean, let's just face it. So you're just thinking about it, like now that I think about it, I'm waking up, I'm not a morning person, then the kids are giving me a hard time getting up in the morning. So then I just get pissed off, you know what I mean? So it's only 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm already pissed. Right. Which is, I'm laughing, but it's the truth most of the time.
Yeah, your body's already experienced enough stress for the entire day.
Yeah.
So by preparing before they get up, by giving yourself just 20 minutes. I drink my coffee outside and listen to the birds, breathe the fresh air. It's awesome. It's my favorite time of the day. One, because
I think it's good for anybody. I mean, even before people are going to work. I mean, I worked full time too. I mean, I should have done that when I worked full time. I probably would have went to work a lot happier.
Yes. And it's about, anytime you have goals for yourself, no matter what they are, it's about having an energized tranquility. Like we all want more energy. We all want to feel more awake. We all want to feel like we get more done in a day. But isn't the goal to feel calm and centered while getting more done in a day? Absolutely. And in order to do that, you really need to set that intention in the morning. So as we're going to go back to our workbook, and you're going to move through 3 goals that you have for yourself. And you don't have to do this now, but do it sometime this week, and I'll have a Q&A on Friday in the Facebook group, in a Facebook Live, and let me know where you're at with your 1, 2, and 3 goals that you have for yourself, the things that you want to work on, and what the yearly tasks are, monthly, weekly, daily. And from that, you will see what needs to be on your daily schedule every day. What do I need to do every day to make that goal happen? And you're going to see, as you start to play around with this, you're going to see what works and what doesn't. And for some people, it's not getting up earlier in the morning. It's maybe going to bed a little bit later and sleeping in the morning. That serves them better. You have to tap into your body and see what works for you. And this week is all about keeping track of that, keeping track of what's working and what's not. And if you're not getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, let's talk about how that can improve, whether it's turning off electronics, at least an hour before bed. Tonight, Tuesday night, is my late night. So I will not go to bed until at least 11:30 tonight, because I'm on electronics with you guys until almost 9. So that's really late for me. Usually electronics are off by 7 p.m. So start noticing what works for you. If the goal is to get more sleep and to feel more rested and have more energy, then we need to look at how late you're on electronics. Are you laying in bed trying to fall asleep, scrolling Facebook, scrolling social media? Is that how you go to sleep at night? I have one client who that's how they wake up in the morning. She wakes up, she picks up her phone, and she starts scrolling social media. And she's immediately comparing herself to everybody else on social media, and she's not even out of bed yet. So let's start noticing what inputs are going in and what we need to schedule during the day so that we feel a little calmer, a little more tranquil. Rating your progress, we'll do that. We'll talk about that on Friday to kind of tap in. And right now, I'd like to take the time to have you guys unmute yourself, talk a little bit about, if you want, talk a little bit about the goals that you have in mind for yourself and how you're feeling now. We're almost 2 weeks in, we're a week and a half in to the program, and how you're kind of feeling taking this time for yourself. Debbie, have you set any goals for yourself in this program?
Yes. Basically, what I do is I always put myself on the back burner all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I've put on weight. I just sort of let myself go, and that's not really who I am. But my husband lost his job a couple of years ago, and I'm working like a dog, a part-time job, and I'm building my business, and I just don't have me time, and I've really let myself go. And so I need to really do what you said, pay more attention to myself, be intentional, and do everything you just said.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I want to just say, when you're working, different hours and you're working more than 20 minutes is really all you're going to have every day,
Yeah.
right? If you want to get enough sleep and you want to still eat healthy, 20 minutes is really all you're going to have.
Mhm.
So if it's literally just a simple stretching routine to stretch your hips and your hamstrings and your shoulders, and some breathing, some fresh air will do wonders for you in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have my coffee outside like you tomorrow morning.
Well, it's going to be a little chilly tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's okay.
They said this morning it was 58 when I was out on my porch. And so I had a blanket over my legs because I was wearing pajama shorts, and I had a sweatshirt on, and I was still a little chilly, and it was fabulous having a hot cup of coffee like that. So,
Yeah.
all right, let me know how that goes tomorrow morning.
I will.
Touch those toes,
Yes.
reach up for the sky, and just
Yeah.
take a couple nice deep breaths and ground
Yeah.
yourself in, and put a little coconut oil in your coffee too for your brain.
Sounds good.
All right, awesome. Hey, Linda, are you able to talk? If not, it's okay. Love for you to share, say hello. No, I guess not. She unmuted herself, but we can't hear you. So, Tiffany, you want to share any goals that you have for yourself?
I just want, like, just to get into a routine, follow the routine, and then with the weight loss, but then also just setting some goals for like me and my husband, because he works crazy hours. Right now I'm not currently working, but I'm a stay-at-home mom. So it's pretty much like he's working all day. I'm home with the kids. He comes home, we have dinner together. And then by 7 o'clock, he's in bed. I'm putting the kids to bed. And then I'm up by myself. And so I have to try to figure out what I can do during the week. I mean, during the week, I know it'll be hard because he does get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then also just setting like intentional date nights, even if it's once every couple of weeks. So that's one of,
at least once a month. And
yeah.
I'm going to challenge you for that first date night. You're not allowed to talk about work or the kids.
Girl, I was already thinking about that.
What the hell can you talk about? I was like, what? What do you mean I can't talk about work or the kid? Okay.
Yes. Yes. I don't know. That's going to be very challenging, because that's another thing too, is our lives revolve around our kids, but we don't ever have time just to talk about us.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Like you said, it's either work or kids,
Yep. So.
And then my third goal is just to, start doing stuff for me. Because now Jackson, my youngest, he only goes to preschool 2.5 hours a day, but 5 days a week. Well, now Thursdays he'll go till 3 o'clock. So I will not have any children home with me on Thursdays from 9 till 3 o'clock.
Oh.
So I need to find stuff to do other than housework, because I'm tired of cleaning. I'm tired of cooking, of doing laundry when I don't have kids, so.
Yoga, walking, reading the book. Oh my gosh. The things that
things that I haven't done in forever that I need to start doing. And I know that'll just make me feel even better about myself, just by doing the little things. And that's what I keep telling myself. I don't need to do anything really big. I don't have to do nothing spectacular, just the little tiny things that I think will make me feel a lot better.
Well, and if you just take the pressure off of yourself of weight loss, remove that from your vocabulary and just throw it away, because you're getting healthier. So if everything around this journey is about you living your best life, eating what you know is good for you, because I don't have to teach you that. You don't have to learn that.
Yeah.
If you just be that, be the person who doesn't eat crap, be the person who doesn't drink soda or eat ice cream or whatever your kryptonite is, then the weight will not even be an issue. It will just, over the next year, it will just disappear, never to be found again. It won't be weight loss. It will be weight lost.
Yeah.
Never to be.
And I guess I get in my own head, because, I have all these thyroid issues. So, I think I start getting on my head because I start getting real healthy and then I don't see any changes in my weight. Like I don't see any gaining, but I don't see any loss. And then I'm just like, well, why the heck am I doing this? If nothing's happening, so I got to stop doing that. I just got to.
Well, is it about something happening? I mean, this goes for any goal, business goal, weight loss goal, getting healthy goal. If nothing's happening on the scale or nothing's happening in your bank account, does it mean nothing's happening?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No. So by taking the steps that lead to a healthier, happier life, and that's your why, to be happier and healthier. And the weight is just a byproduct of that. It's almost like you have to stop caring what the scale says in order
Right.
to
Yeah.
really be fully embraceable, right?
Right.
And it's so true. I mean, I resisted believing it as well, but I've seen it happen so many times. Same with, people who are struggling to take care of themselves and spend that time on themselves, whatever the excuse is. I work too much, or, I have 3 kids, or whatever it is. If the end goal is to take better care of yourself, like if you tell me that's what the goal is, unless you're willing to take the steps to get to the goal, it's not going to happen. So by removing weight loss, the goal is clearer. The goal is being healthier, feeling like you have more energy, sleeping better. The weight loss will happen because you haven't put pressure on yourself for the scale to be different. I want you to just try that mindset for a week and see how it feels.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
All right. Awesome. Anyone have any other patterns or things that they're noticing with doing this extra work on themselves? Do you notice that you're sleeping a little bit different? Do you notice that, wow, I really don't take care of myself like I should, whether it's something as simple as shaving your legs or whether it's prepping healthy food for yourselves? What are you noticing that you're not doing that you should be doing? Make a list of those things. Many of my clients own a business, and the number one thing they know they should be doing for their business is picking up the phone and returning phone calls, checking on past clients, servicing them, selling them something new, or calling new people that they've met. And we've gotten into this habit of anonymous connection, sending somebody a message on Facebook or an email. And I want to challenge, I know Linda has a network marketing business. I know Debbie has one. And Tiffany, you've dabbled in different network marketing companies. And I want to just say, tomorrow, instead of typing a message on Facebook to a prospect or a past client or a potential client, send them a voicemail message on Facebook. If you don't know how to do that, it's really easy to do from your phone. There's a little microphone there, and you just hold it down, and you can send them a voice message. Hey, I was just thinking about you. And doing things the non-traditional way. So if making phone calls are one of the things you have to do in your business and you hesitate on that, do it different. Do it different. Send a voicemail message via text instead. I've gotten great reactions from that when I've done that with people. So just see if there's a different way you can meet those goals for yourself. And then the last thing I'm going to leave you with is anticipating adjustments that are going to be coming up or need to make. So when planning your ideal day, so if it starts at 6:30 in the morning, there's going to be times that you oversleep and you're going to have to adjust your day. There's going to be times when a kid comes sick from school and you have to adjust your day. There's going to be times when the car breaks down and you can't get to the gym and you're going to have to adjust your day. And knowing and preparing for those adjustments ahead of time. So if my son is home sick from school, I have workout equipment that I can do at home. I have an online yoga membership. I can do a yoga class at home. And if I wake up late, he can buy his lunch at school. I don't have to pack it. So I've already anticipated every excuse I could possibly make in advance for not doing the healthy routine, not doing the work routine. Anticipate the excuses that are going to come up for yourself in advance and talk yourself out of them. Fix them before they happen. By fixing the excuses before they happen, oh, I don't have anything to eat for dinner tonight, so I'm just going to grab Chick-fil-A on the way home from work. That's going to happen. That is going to happen unless you have prepared stuff at home ready to grab for those occasions. And for those times that I do crave a piece of pizza or some Chick-fil-A chicken, it isn't often anymore, but when it happens, I have things that taste similar but are healthier. So I anticipate that craving happening, and my cauliflower crust pizza comes out, and I have some grilled chicken that I make ahead of time, and it's in the freezer, and I pull out a piece of it. So anticipate those excuses in advance, and you're basically allowing yourself to still have one of those crafted awesome days for yourself, even though you woke up late and you didn't have anything out for dinner and you weren't able to get to the gym. No big deal, because my kid bought their lunch and I had dinner in the freezer and I worked out at home. So fight those excuses in advance. Write them down. What are your normal excuses? I can't. I don't have the money. I don't have time. Whatever they are. Write them down and then fight the excuses on the other side of the paper. So you can just take a piece of paper, fold it in half. What are your normal excuses for not getting shit done? The things you know you need to be doing, energy-wise, work-wise, love-wise, healthy eating-wise. I don't care what it is. Write the excuses down. If you say you don't have time to go out on a date with your husband and not talk about kids and not talk about work, what's the alternative? Make the time once a month. I don't care if you have to have a daytime date. My husband and I now have daytime dates because he works from home. I work from home. We have lunch together on the porch every Friday and maybe play golf, maybe go to a movie, and it's awesome. And we don't need to pay a babysitter because our son's in school. So how can you make it work? And I would love to talk more about that this week, how to make those things work, and look for those patterns of when excuses come up. And then next week, really exciting, we have a bonus training coming up. I was a little sick last week, so nobody hopped on live for the bonus call last week. So I'm going to record that and do that for you this weekend. And then let's see, we have a bonus call next week also, and learning to say no this Friday. If you can make that bonus training on Friday at 12, but of course it will be recorded. I'll put it in the Facebook group and in the members area for you guys. So this Friday is learning to say no and how to stop comparing yourself. And for those of you that are on social media a lot for work, super important. It was a big struggle of mine constantly when I first started my business, comparing myself to all these other coaches and people who were doing what I do and I thought looked so much more successful than me. So we're going to really dive into that. And if you can make that one live, if you need some coaching around social media and comparing yourself and learning to say no, make sure you can join me live on Friday at lunchtime. All right, I'm going to unmute everybody. Anybody have any questions for me before we hop off?
Hello. I do have a question, Suzanne. Are you going to be doing any more of your coffees and your get-togethers? Like
Yes. They are. They're all scheduled in the Idea Lab group.
Okay.
There is. I have my calendar right here in front of me. Hold on. I have coffee chat on Wednesday, October 9th at 9 a.m.